So they're definitely the class of the 2A field this year and really pretty much every year. So.
Yep, they've got a nice thing going. Coach Bukowski got it started there many years ago, passed it on to Israel Martinez the last couple years, and they just keep reloading and reloading. Next year, like we talked about, I think they've got 11 starters back, and that's a nice thing to have when you've got a state championship team already. But we're in the last match of the night here. It's just starting 1:45 down at our third place mat. Antioch's got a 10-2 lead in the last match of the night. But they trail right now 35-19. So we're a couple minutes away from being done. Like I said, hopefully you enjoyed everything that we brought to you here in the past couple weeks.
That been a nice takedown there by Yorkville. That's Bass of Yorkville. Took a 2-1 lead and cuts him. So this is the last match of his career as a senior. So as we talked about, some of these guys going out and wrestling their last matches for their school. And again, this is tough for him maybe mentally because it doesn't mean much for the duel. But you know, it's a nice way to kind of send him out as a program. I know the Bass brothers have done a lot for that program throughout the last couple of years. So he's going to be the last guy to wrestle here. And down there, Antioch picks up a major decision, 10-2 at 145 pounds. So Bloomington's going to walk away with third place, 35-19 as a final team score. Antioch's going to be your fourth place finisher here in 2012.
Sharon, you're here as Oak Park just got a takedown at 132 to put them up by 8, which is going to give them 4 points instead of 3, and now they'll have a 24-18 lead with 2 matches to go.
Bass in on another single, but again, kind of like a lot of his teammates, he gets maybe a little bit too extended there, able to continue to wrestle, though. He comes up through with his head. Hooks that leg, and he's 19 seconds to score there.
And you notice all the schools, after they're done with their particular round, they sit down with their coaches. And I know I've been there before as a coach. It's a real sad moment. Look at some of your seniors who've wrestled hard for you for 4 years. You got a chance to watch them grow up and mature and some of the great things, and be able to have to look them in the face for the last time and say, this is it for us. It's real sad for you. It's real sad for the wrestlers. At the same time, you look at the younger kids and tell them, hey, look what we accomplished this year. Let's keep building on that. Next year, bring the program and continue to develop, and let's keep accomplishing some great things. And you've got a chance to feel that both as a wrestler and as a coach. It was the last match you had to compete in, and then dealing with the seniors that we've had at school in their last matches. And you know as well as I do, it's real tough in both situations.
Yeah, it's even tough, from a soccer standpoint, when you win a state title, it's even tough after to send those seniors out then, because it's the last time that you'll ever really deal with them as a team, and you kind of recognize and appreciate all they did for your program. So win or lose, it's really tough just to kind of to send them out, because that it's kind of going to be a lot different without them, especially when you have a big group, and especially when they've done so much for your program as has happened in a lot of the cases for these schools here.
And again, while we have a minute, maybe people don't understand, Mike Bear, in charge of Illinois Mapman, who does so many things for our wrestling community. He's also the head soccer coach at Peoria Notre Dame, and Danny's his assistant. Dan, just briefly run through him some of the different things that program's accomplished. For those of you that follow Mapman, you might not even know that about Mike and Danny.
Yeah, a lot of people think Mike's a wrestling guy, but he's really not. He's a soccer nerd that turned into a wrestling fan. But our soccer program is traditionally a pretty powerful program in the state. We're Class 2A, which is the middle class for soccer, and when we took over, they had won a state championship in 2006, and we took over, in 2004, and we took over in the fall of 2007. And our goal was to not just be a power in the state, but to be a power and nationally. And in our second year coaching in 2008, we won the Class 2A state championship. And then we were second in 2009. And then in 2010, we won another state championship. And we actually finished ranked fourth in the entire country by a lot of by a lot of soccer, magazines and internet sites. And And then this past year, we were third in the state. So we've made the state Final Four the last 4 years, and we've done some damage on the national scene as well. So Mike's really continuing to build that program, and we have a good group of kids that for the most part like to work hard, and we train them with a wrestler's mindset where hard work's going to win, and you guys are going to go out there, you're going to be the best in shape, you're going to be the strongest, and you're going to be the toughest, and that's how we're going to win soccer games.
Yeah, and I never was a big soccer fan until the last few years, but watching them compete there at Notre Dame, they do things the old, like Danny said, the wrestler's way. They're going to come out condition you, out hustle you, and out tough you as far as the end goes, and that's one of the reasons they've had success. So yeah, now when you see Mike, you can tell him that I know he's a soccer fanatic and just a wrestling wannabe as far as things go. But we're here with 1 minute and 40 seconds left in the third period. Bass with a 7-1 lead in our final match of the night.
Yep, a minute 30 to go. Bass getting some near fall points here. He really cranks them over there. And again, the outcome of this match obviously not going to impact the duel a whole lot, but you guys are out here still wrestling, still fighting and competing to get a win. So you got to kind of appreciate that. But
got that half buried again.
Yeah, he's just torquing that. The kid's going to have a sore left shoulder here when he goes home tonight.
Again, he's giving him a chance to run it, but checking for potentially dangerous. Ref's right there, counting near fall now with just a minute to go in the last period. And there's the fall.
There's the fall, so that's going to do it for the dual meet. Montini's going to win 53-12.
Yeah, that's it for us for tonight. Again, like we told you, hopefully enjoyed everything the IHSA TV's brought to you in the last couple weekends. Watch it again, get the replays, see it on their website, and look forward to seeing you again next year when we hopefully broadcast one more time for you. Have a good year, and remember, wrestle as much as possible as you can in the upcoming months. Get involved in that freestyle and Greco. And those that want to, on the wrestling website, Illinois Mapmen, they will have some interviews. And also in 2 weeks, make sure you watch and see the IKWF, because those are the future of what we'll be seeing down here in the next few years. Thanks a lot. Danny, good working with you again.
Yep,
and
see you.
We'll see you later. Yeah, you have to give me a ride home, so hopefully you'll see me.